your online community for positive change. Seventh Wave Network.
Welcome to Cosmic Kick with your host, Adrian Wentworth. Get ready to have your illusions broken and your consciousness expanded. Now, here's Adrian to give you that Cosmic Kick.
Greetings, all of you sincere seekers of light and truth. This is Adrian Wentworth, and I'm here today to speak with you about one of our favorite subjects, money, abundance, and spirituality. Now, when you hear the words abundance, prosperity, what comes into your mind? What does that trigger? What are your ideas of abundance? And for many of us, right away we think money. If you have money, you have abundance. And money is part of abundance, but it is not the entire concept of abundance. And I'm here today to help you understand that there are ways that we can connect to spirit, to the universal energies, and create abundance in all areas of our life. But first of all, you have to explore what does that mean to you and what are your belief systems about money, about abundance. And this is something that you hear all of the time when you are listening to different lectures on abundance and money and how to draw to you what you need. And right away, one of the first things that is always addressed is your belief systems. What do you believe? But it goes deeper than this. We are holding powerful charges within our energy systems, very powerful charges of energy that lock us into our core beliefs. And so it's really important, of course, to think positive, to constantly revisit all of our positive intentions and affirmations, but it takes more than that. We have to heal what is blocking us from allowing those intentions to go out into the universe and allow them to vibrate into universal mind and bring to us exactly what it is that we need and are desiring. Now, I'm just giving you an overview right off, touching here, touching there, because desire is something else that needs to be explored. What are those hidden desires within you? For many of us need to find out what exactly is running the show here with why we are stuck in the ways that we are stuck. In other words, it's very important to draw to you the experiences that will continually push you past where you're stuck. Because I have to tell you, for many, if you have money, it does not mean that you have a strong sense of security. I know many who have lots and lots of money, and they are constantly in fear of what will happen if that money goes away. What will happen if that money goes away? Which means the security was dependent on how many dollars were in the bank account, how many assets were accumulated. What will it take before you feel secure? And I'm telling you that this is not where your security lies. Your security lies in the inner knowing that you can draw to you whatever you need at any particular time and help you create whatever you need to continue to not only survive but thrive here on the planet. Now, I've had to have some hard lessons about this, of course. Being a teacher, Spirit has said, we have to give you all the hard lessons that everybody else has to learn, or how can you help find the solutions? And I'm like, gosh, couldn't we just do it an easier way? Because whenever it comes to money, we get so fearful, especially when you have others that are depending on you. Now, here we are in this world where there is such an incredible imbalance. There is an imbalance of resources, of the distribution of resources. There are some who have so much, and there are some who are just struggling to keep their heads above water, we say, and then there are some who have nothing. And those that have say, well, that's obviously, it's their own problem. They don't have the personal power to be able, or the will, or the desire, or the motivation, because this is all you ever hear about when it comes to money, is you've got to have that, the power, and you have to have the strong will, and you have to have the motivation. And so we look at that as, they just have so much to learn. But is that really the truth? In the healing work that I have been doing, I have explored many different reasons that are stored within different people why they are struggling. And yes, belief system is only one. You wouldn't necessarily have these negative belief systems about your ability if your experiences didn't keep supporting those belief systems. The experiences that says every time I've tried to do something different, I was shot down. It didn't work, and so I stay in this struggle energy because I've tried it and it doesn't work. And then this belief system comes very, very strongly to you that says, it's just not for me. I'm either not smart enough, I am not worthy enough, and it's just that I guess there's a monopoly on abundance, on wealth, and I guess I can't have any of that. And this becomes a core belief system that we carry, and it is true that what you believe is what you create. Now, this part is very true. What you believe is what you create. So if you're saying these positive affirmations and stating your intents, but in the back of your mind, these core beliefs are mulling over and over saying, well, it's not going to work for you. It never works for you. You have to examine where that is coming from, get down to the core of those belief systems, and release them there. And again, that means that there are powerful charges within you of energy that are holding you stuck. Now, just for a moment, consider what it would feel like if you had at your fingertips the ability to just call forth whatever it is you needed to help move you forward, to help you learn whatever it is your soul still needs to learn by experiences. Because I have to tell you, oftentimes when you are just handed a large amount of money, there isn't much growth in that. There's like, oh, okay, I'll just sit here and perhaps I'll just have a real comfortable life. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to create growth. When you've had the experiences that you need to help you again establish this connection with the universe, with the God of all, the source of all, when you have this connection and you also have the personal power to know how to call on this energy, using your powerful intention, using your strong will, and also your personal power to create what you need, there is no more fear of lack in your life. Fear of lack, it is so strong within us. It is programmed and encoded into our existences that it's pretty much encoded that you don't have choices down here. It's all a game of luck, and it is there for some, but not there for others. And what I have also found within our energy systems is that we literally have what I call money codes. Codes that say how much money we can have. Because again, money has been, let's face it, it has been our God here on earth. It has been our vehicle to be able to have and do what we want to do. And that means that it is an energy. It is an energy that has been controlled and only allowed to come through in abundance for the few. And this means that there is a great imbalance in how this resource is being controlled today. Now, I have to tell you that Spirit is not happy about this because here there are many, many beautiful, worthy souls on the planet that should be able to have what they need to experience life on this planet and grow and continue to learn. Whenever there is a tremendous imbalance, again, this is when the scales tip upward to the heavens, to the spiritual realms, and help comes down to help balance. Now that means that many of the old systems that are out of balance need to break down. But because we are all used to functioning within those systems, that's creating great fear within us as well. And what it takes is to separate, disconnect from the old ways of being, the old patterns within us of this is what I have to do to survive. This is what I have to do to make money in this world. Because I have to tell you that coming up in our near future, money may be the least valuable source of resources. And I'll come back after these messages and help you with more on building your abundance.
The new home for visionary positive change. Seventh Wave Network.
Are you feeling stuck? Krista Resources has the transformational tools to help you overcome all the obstacles that are blocking you from making positive changes in your relationships, career, health, and spiritual growth. Adrian Wentworth, founder of Krista Resources, brings you the missing keys through the Krista Healing Method and Krista Energy Attunements. These spiritual tools will clear and realign your energy system, remove all influences that are holding you powerless, build permanent protection against outside negative forces, activate your gifts and abilities, and get you in touch with your soul's purpose. Krista Resources, providing support for your personal growth and spiritual journey, helping you stay strong, balanced, and empowered through the challenges of these changing times. For more information on the products and services developed by Adrian Wentworth, visit her website at www.KristaResources.com or call 719-487-8095. The website again is www.KristaResources.com, or you can call 719-487-8095.
Do you ever feel that you would love to have your very own all-knowing guide on tap 24/7? Well, you can. It's called your intuition. Learn how to trust your inner voice. Come and explore with Natasha Rosewood the power of your intuition and how you can use it now to bring more success and joy to your world. Join Natasha on her radio show, I Think I'm Psychic. And you can be too. Every Tuesday live at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Wave Network. Anything is possible.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Imagine there's no mortgage. It's easy if you try. That's not just a slogan, it's a choice you have right now. In these uncertain economic times, Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises can empower you to eliminate or reduce your mortgage. Imagine how much money you'll save for your home, your family, for you. Shane Enterprises is a mortgage reduction and debt elimination company. Start imagining the possibilities today by calling Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises at 719-210-3608. That's 719-210-3608. Imagine there is no mortgage. It's easy if you try.
Awakened Media for a transforming world. 7th Wave Network.
You're listening to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth. Do you need help getting unstuck? Email Adrian your questions at CreasterResources@Comcast.net. That's CreasterResources@Comcast.net. Now back to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth.
Welcome back. I'm speaking to you about money and abundance and spirituality. And another big stumbling block that many who are on the spiritual path have to explore and get past is that if you have money, if you have material possessions, you will not be able to advance spiritually. And this is a very, very strong belief system because of all of the traditions and different religions that we have been in throughout the course of our existence that have taught us that we have to be humble. You can be humble and still have money and still have material possessions. This is just fine because if you have more than you need, now you are able to assist others. And there are many who have figured this out. That, if I can create more, now I have more resources to help those who do not have. But we also have taken vows of poverty, and you maybe don't remember taking these, and yet deep within you, there that charge of that vow still remains and still affects you at a deep spiritual level. And so you also have to be aware of these vows that you've taken. Now also, oftentimes we are stuck in old karmic cycles. And what that means is we decided because of the abuse of power that we've done in other lifetimes, and this has all been a part of our journey. We get power, we abuse it because it's taken from us, and people get hurt. And now we feel responsible, and we're going to make darn sure that we don't get caught in that trap again, and we keep this karmic influence flowing within us that keeps us separate from even good karma that is waiting for us, which means the karmic cycle may truly be at an end, and yet you're too afraid to let go of it because what if I recreate? Personal power, again, goes hand in hand with your ability to create. So that means you have to be right with your personal power and use it in alignment with your high self and with the greater plan for all of mankind. And you know what that means? That means that it isn't just about self. It isn't just about taking care of you and yours. It's about knowing how to vibrate out what you have learned so others may let go of their fear and go, you mean there is another way? You mean it's really true that if we could just get whatever is blocking us in our systems out of the way and start to work our energy in a positive way where we are truly connecting with Spirit and we are truly aligning with our high self, that we could create what we need and even more so we could help others. This is a beautiful, beautiful promise that is waiting for all. And that means that there are those right now who are practicing greater levels of manifesting to help others that perhaps have nothing to do with money, but creating food, creating even environment that will serve. Which means, as I've spoken before, we need rain, So you all know that these things are being manipulated at some levels, and yet there is spiritual power that can balance everything that's being manipulated to stay out of balance. Now, one thing that is very, very important to understand is that there are opposing forces working against your highest good, which means trying to keep you at this survival level so you will stay playing within the rules of the game of survival that have been presented to us. Which means not using very much creativity and not believing that you can use your creativity and find your special niche in this world and bring forth your specific abilities that perhaps only you have with your little twist on it and survive and thrive in the world. We're taught, no, if you're trying to do your spiritual work and trying to make your living doing your spiritual work, how many of you out there are struggling to survive? And it's not necessarily that your skills aren't good enough, your abilities aren't good enough. It's because you are not being let through. The negative forces are not allowing you through. You are being held down. And in order to break this very strong hold, you have to disconnect from the influence. And that can feel pretty scary because at first when you disconnect from what I call the dark force male hierarchy, there's strong intimidation that says, well, you're going to starve now and everyone who depends on you is going to starve. We're going to take everything away until you play the way we want you to play. And this is not truth. This is an illusion. But within our systems, we are carrying so many memories, impressions from this just happening, from trying so hard to come forward and be who we truly are and create with our God-given abilities, and we've been squashed. We've been tortured. We've been punished. And we've been taught to stay small and just follow the rules of the game. And I've said over and over again that Earth right now is Lucifer's game board. And unless you're playing in his game by his rules, it's very difficult to get ahead. And yet, here comes all of the energies that we need to break up this game board and give every everyone here on earth an equal chance, an equal opportunity, you hear, to be able to manifest and create everything that you need. Now, what I have found is a huge stumbling block, even for those who have started to disconnect, started to shift all of the old belief systems and getting rid of the old codes that they carry. There is this problem with our stubborn egos that say, this is what it's supposed to look like. When I have a strong intention and desire, I want to see it manifest this way. And the universe just says, well, you just threw a huge monkey wrench in the cog of the wheel. Because what we need to do is find those who will give you the opportunities that you need, that will support you. We will find the people, we will find the situations that will work to get the flow going for you, but you have to be open to how that looks. You can't sit there and say, this is what I want. I tell people they do themselves they make it so difficult to manifest what they need when they put these really strong, rigid ideas of how it has to look. And this comes to another point where you're told you have to be crystal clear with your intention and visualize it exactly as you want to see it. And I have to tell you, you don't. You have to know what you are working toward and ask the universe to help you find a way from what you are starting to build and where you want to go. And I have to laugh because, again, if you've been listening to the shows, I thought I was just going to be a yoga teacher. This was my strong desire, is I'm going to be a yoga teacher. Little did I know that that was just the first step on my path, just the very first step. And learning to trust the universe again after we've been so disappointed because of not understanding why, when we tried all of these techniques to bring abundance to us, why they didn't work in the past, we didn't have the understanding to know what was holding us in place and working against us. So you might have even been connecting to spirit, but yet still also had these strong cords to dark force energies who every time you brought in energy to create, just pulled it right from you and said, thank you very much. We'll take this positive energy, we'll distort it and use it for our own reasons, for what we want to connect with, what we want to create. Oh my goodness. Sounds tough, doesn't it? Oh, but there is hope. Stay tuned.
Taking you to the threshold of a dream and beyond. Seventh Wave Network.
Are you feeling stuck? Krista Resources has the transformational tools to help you overcome all the obstacles that are blocking you from making positive changes in your relationships, career, health, and spiritual growth. Adrian Wentworth, founder of Krista Resources, brings you the missing keys through the Krista Healing Method and Krista Energy Attunements. These spiritual tools will clear and realign your energy system, remove all influences that are holding you powerless, build permanent protection against outside negative forces, activate your gifts and abilities, and get you in touch with your soul's purpose. Krista Resources, providing support for your personal growth and spiritual journey, helping you stay strong, balanced, and empowered through the challenges of these changing times. For more information on the products and services developed by Adrian Wentworth, visit her website at www.KristaResources.com or call 719-487-8095. The website again is www.KristaResources.com, or you can call 719-487-8095. The power of positive change lies within your own imagination. Every weekend on the Seventh Wave Network, there's a show that is for anyone who believes in the power of positive change. This show will present concepts, practical exercises, and ideas to affect your ability to more effectively use your creativity, inspiration, and imagination. The program is the Simone Zone 1. Your host is John C. Mejia. Listen for the Simone Zone 1 every Saturday at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Seventh Wave Network.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Imagine there's no mortgage. It's easy if you try. That's not just a slogan, it's a choice you have right now. In these uncertain economic times, Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises can empower you to eliminate or reduce your mortgage. Imagine how much money you'll save for your home, your family, for you. Shane Enterprises is a mortgage reduction and debt elimination company. Start imagining the possibilities today by calling Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises at 719-210-3608. That's 719-210-3608. Imagine there is no mortgage. It's easy if you try.
Listening on a higher dimension. Seventh Wave Network.
You're listening to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth. Do you need help getting unstuck? Email Adrian your questions at CreasterResources@Comcast.net. That's CreasterResources@Comcast.net. Now back to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth.
Welcome back. We have a caller today from Linda from Pennsylvania, and I'd like to answer your question.
Hi, Adrian. How are you?
I'm good, Linda.
I'm enjoying your show. It seems like it's all about me, I guess, and a lot of other people.
You bet. We're all in the same boat.
Absolutely.
How can I help you today?
I've had a lot of concerns with health and finances, and it's not just concerning me. It's everyone in my household having very difficult times, and I haven't been able to find work, and I'm concerned.
Yes, I understand. What do you do?
I've done a combination of things. Marketing for a publishing company. I worked in communications and radio a long time ago, but I left work due to not good health because of developing diabetes.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Well, Linda, you're not alone in what's going on with the difficulty in finding jobs, and yet it is possible to go ahead and open up certain channels with spirit that will start to work for you to draw to you what you need. And again, that means opening yourself up to perhaps a new possibility. Because in your mind, you're going, this is my experience, this is what I do. Those are the natural places that we start with. But what's really important is that, do you have a regular meditation practice?
Well, I studied Reiki. I just did the advanced practitioner. I have a little bit of difficulty quieting the mind.
Right.
If I soak in a bathtub, I tend to get more relaxed, and I pray.
I hear you, and prayer is a wonderful vehicle. But to actually open up your own channels, all right, the channels within your energy system that will give you access to the energy that will build a positive charge within you that then will draw to you what you need with your intention. You have to do specific types of meditation. And this is what I teach, Linda. And, it's like I have all kinds of, even this title of this show, The Money, Abundance, and Spirituality, I have this on an audio tape, and it has a wonderful meditation on it to help you do that. Or even the opening to spirit, because you have to learn how to open those channels. So often it feels as if, you're sending out your prayers and your intention, and you're not getting the answer, right?
Right.
You're
right.
not
I keep
getting
feeling
the
like I'm on the brink of something wonderful happening.
That's right. That's right. And it can be right there for you, and you're not receiving it. And so this is what I would suggest: is if you can, just go to my website and explore around a little bit. That for some of the meditations, because it doesn't cost much to get one sent to you, even by WAV file. By email, and you're off and running. And then also starting to work with some mantras that break these old holds that you have within you. That's also another real powerful way.
I've done the positive affirmations and put my Reiki symbols on them.
Right,
and I went to go to your website, but I didn't know when I listened to the show last week. I didn't know if I was spelling it right. It's www.Christa
Yes, it's Christ with an A, CHRISTA resources.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're going to find lots of help there and understanding. But when you work with the mantras, understand that they have particular vibrations to draw to you what you need. And right now, I'm going to give everybody the Lakshmi mantra, which is just for that, to open up those channels of wealth and prosperity. It's there for you, and it's just about centering and finding that dynamic place within and saying, you know what, I'm not going to buy into how this looks. I have the power to create it differently and to draw to me now those who see who I am and will respond by supporting me. See, it's what happens when our energy gets really low. It gets kind of like, because of the fear and because of the past disappointments and experiences. It's very hard for those who are really there to support us to connect to it. So in other words, you have to go, when something is looking very negative, you have to go, this isn't truth, this is an illusion.
Okay.
And I have a wonderful story of this, just to know. It's like years and years ago, when I was first setting out on my path of trust with the universe, it's like I was down to my last few cents because somebody had conned me out of my money. Magnetic energy, you can be conned. I've been conned many times in my life. And I went, you know what? There is no lack. This isn't, I'm not going to buy into this. And sure enough, as soon as I said that and had this really strong belief and went right to Spirit, said, all right, show me what I need to do and how to do it, right away the solution started to come. And I didn't have a clue. See, you don't have to know how it's going to work. You just have to connect and say, I'm ready, show me, and then use your personal power by saying, I will explore whatever I am shown. And sometimes the first things that you are shown maybe aren't even the best, but the universe said, here's a way, here's a way, here's a way. And so what you need to do is keep calling out with strong vibration and keep also bringing in positive energy to break up whatever, lower vibrations are there holding you stuck. And that will do it. You can get there. And I will also, Linda, it's like what I will also do is if you give me you email me your full name, I will also add my energy for you and your family.
Wonderful.
And I, because that's something I can do for others. Is I have a group of strong healers and spiritual people who I work with, who we like to help because it's like, hey, we know how to do this. Let us help you get up, pull your vibration up. So hey, now you have a chance.
I would appreciate all the help that I could get right now. It's a new grandchild, and it's just I want everything to be good for all of us.
That's right. That's right. You have the right intention, which is beautiful.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in today.
Well, thank you. And I just know things will get better.
They're going to.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, and I look forward to hearing the mantra as well.
Okay, good.
All right. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
So the mantra that I was speaking with Linda about is the Lakshmi mantra. And that mantra is Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. And Lakshmi means pure consciousness of God. So when you do this mantra, you're calling on that pure pure consciousness of God. And Lakshmi is that aspect, is the feminine aspect of God, so it is known as the goddess of wealth and prosperity. And so she's worshipped as Mahalakshmi, the great mother of the universe. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. And I always say again, when the children are hungry and crying, they go to the mother, because the mother responds first all of the time. The mother cannot stand her children to suffer. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Whenever you're feeling scared and fearful and don't feel that there's any help for you, start calling on Lakshmi. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. And this mantra is also on my CD, Water in the Eyes of Time, that you can get from my website, along with the beautiful sacred music that was written for it. And then remember also about the Ganesh mantra that I've given to you in past shows, the Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And again, that's to help overcome all of the obstacles and impediments that are preventing success. And also, that aspect of God is also known to bring on the blessings and the spiritual power that you need to move these obstacles out of the way. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So even when you don't know what to do and how to do it, if you start to just repeat these mantras and doing it out loud so it's a nice, powerful, strong vibration, it starts to create this vibration within you that will draw to you what you need, as well as it starts to open up the pathways to these different levels of universal energy that then will support you. Don't accept that it can't be done. And right now, because of how difficult it is out there in our economy, I mean, you can fall into the fear so easily that, times are hard, jobs are scarce. You know, this is yes, if you look around out there, this is true, but does it have to be true for you? Absolutely not. We are creating new vehicles on Earth to provide for us. And that means that Spirit is right there to help, and that many have come before this difficult time on Earth to be there and start to plant the seeds for the new, to support everyone in need. Now, something that you can do just to help you understand is, about letting go of what you're holding on to that is not helpful, is practice letting go of what you don't need, even at the physical level, that could help others. In other words, rather than hoarding old clothes and furniture and, maybe one day I'll need this, let it go. Let it go back to the universe and say, I don't need this. I'm sending this out, and I'm asking it to be connected to the persons who need this the most. When you let go, it also activates the flow coming to you. For there is so much hoarding going on this planet. Oh, my goodness. I'll be back after this break.
Your online community for positive change. Seventh Wave Network.
Are you feeling stuck? Krista Resources has the transformational tools to help you overcome all the obstacles that are blocking you from making positive changes in your relationships, career, health, and spiritual growth. Adrian Wentworth, founder of Krista Resources, brings you the missing keys through the Krista Healing Method and Krista Energy Attunements. These spiritual tools will clear and realign your energy system, remove all influences that are holding you powerless, build permanent protection against outside negative forces, activate your gifts and abilities, and get you in touch with your soul's purpose. Krista Resources, providing support for your personal growth and spiritual journey, helping you stay strong, balanced, and empowered through the challenges of these changing times. For more information on the products and services developed by Adrian Wentworth, visit her website at www.KristaResources.com or call 719-487-8095. The website again is www.KristaResources.com, or you can call 719-487-8095.
Are you ready to face the rapidly changing times and a whole new way of being? Humanity and all Earth are part of this tremendous shift, bringing each and every one of us more in alignment with who we really are. The show that will help you realize this shift is called Visioning the Dream Awake, hosted by Donna Merkich. Listen for this unique program that will help you step into your best possible self and reality. Visioning the Dream Awake airs live on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific Time on the Seventh Wave Network.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Imagine there's no mortgage. It's easy if you try. That's not just a slogan, it's a choice you have right now. In these uncertain economic times, Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises can empower you to eliminate or reduce your mortgage. Imagine how much money you'll save for your home, your family, for you. Shane Enterprises is a mortgage reduction and debt elimination company. Start imagining the possibilities today by calling Sherry Shane of Shane Enterprises at 719-210-3608. That's 719-210-3608. Imagine there is no mortgage. It's easy if you try.
Be extraordinary. Seventh Wave Network.
You're listening to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth. Do you need help getting unstuck? Email Adrian your questions at KristaResources@Comcast.net. That's KristaResources@Comcast.net. Now back to Cosmic Kick with Adrian Wentworth.
Welcome back. Speaking of what you can do to help open up the channels within you to connect with all of the help that is there for all of us. There are many things you can do. As I was speaking before the break, you can work with the mantras. This is something that anyone can do at any time throughout the day, throughout the night. You know, prayers are wonderful as well, but mantras are calling on specific vibrations of God's energy. And understand that this takes away from the I have to beg for help. Oh, no. The power is there. And remembering that, this is our birthright. That's right. We're supposed to be able to call on the power and bring it forth and into our physical existence to create what we want. And right now, because there is such a strong hold on the earth plane, it takes a lot of effort, I am not going to give up because I believe this to be true. And boy, has this gotten me through a lot of tough times. Now, once you have a few demonstrations under your belt, like, gee, you know what? I held my positive charge. I didn't give up no matter what it looked like. The obstacles kind of just finally gave way. That gives you more spiritual charge within your system system to now realize I can take on a little bigger and greater challenge. It's like stepping stones. The first one is the toughest. The first one is not when things don't immediately come to you the way you had hoped, right away going, oh, I guess that didn't work, and letting go. Oftentimes we let go of our trying way too soon when the universe is so busy trying to figure it out and bring these connections to us, and then keeping us, our energy, this is our role, we have to keep our vibration positive enough where we can feel and connect to our guidance that is always trying to tell us, here, go over here. This person right here is waiting for someone just like you. Just like you. It may not be an ad. It may not be something you saw. You just all of a sudden felt drawn to this particular place. You walk in there and say, are you looking for help? And they say, yeah, I am, actually. My daughter had this experience a couple of years back. Like, gosh, I have to get a job. She went looking for one place and for some reason walked into the place next door and asked them if they were hiring, and they said yes. And she got a job just like that. Her guides were almost steering her. And this is how that works. Now, all of you have been studying, I'm sure, the law of attraction, how like attracts like. And that means that not only does your intention have to be positive, but what you are sending out through your energy system has to have a very positive charge. And that means when you're holding a positive charge, others are going, wow, there is something that feels so good about you. We want you here. You just feel good. We believe in you. It's by the positive charge that you hold. And of course, you have to have a skill set, but we all have different types of skill sets. And I was shown years and years ago that if you just bring forth what your unique niche is, what you are good at, and you hold that positive and send that out, there are always those who are waiting to receive that from you. And that means, and you have to believe in yourself so strongly. And this is where we can help each other. As I was telling Linda, it's like we can help each other. When we're feeling strong, we can help each other by sending positive support to help pull up your vibration to anyone who is not feeling confident, because, again, you're also going to draw the negative to you that tries to beat you back down. And it's time for us, again, to use our group consciousness in a positive way. And it's hard to get two to play together. Try 3 or 4, and then maybe 10 and 12, and so on and so on. It's like that positive energy can do so much to pull up those who are struggling. And that means you have to decide right now what it is you choose to believe. Even when in the back of your mind you're holding your fears, you're always going to have some fear. That's really, really normal. You don't have to be perfect in order to draw to you what you need. You just have to be strong with your intention and with holding that positive charge within you. That, nope, I'm not going to let this go. And starting to believe that everyone is worthy. We are all worthy to receive. Now, it isn't that, I'm more worthy than you are because I've worked harder. Just for a few minutes of every day, if you sit and center and you concentrate on the flow of your breath, as I've shown you before, and just going deeply into that place of centeredness within you, you will eventually find this place where your power dwells, where you are very dynamic. And as you find this place within you and you keep coming back to it, you start to activate and draw this power out, this power that is your God-given right. And as it comes out, you start to feel that you are now more capable to use your spiritual energy. It's like it's right there for you. All you have to do is connect, open, and concentrate and focus your energy. So often when we sit down to meditate, we allow our minds to control the entire time we're sitting. And you have to go, no, I'm taking charge. And believe that you are co-creator and director of your life. Bless you all. This is Adrienne Wentworth. Tune in next week for another Cosmic Kick. Namaste.
Thanks again for listening to Cosmic Kick with your host, Adrienne Wentworth. Make sure you join us live every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and 10 a.m. Pacific Time here on the Seventh Wave Network.